Welcome back, folks. Let's replay Lords of Magic, the Special Edition. And when last we left off,
Your act is mine.
Balkoth is currently doing a little bit of reading in my library, though really he should go back to the Golgotha Mage Tower to impart a few more turns worth of experience. So, let's get him back there.
All are merely dabblers in the ways of magic, until they are ready to learn at the feet of a dark elf mage of death.
Looking at the colour of these numbers here, I think I figured something out that I really should have figured out a long time ago. If we go to the Necromancer here, the yellow bar is what they're currently at if we were to recruit one, the green one is how much experience they'll gain in this turn, and the blue one is the maximum that we're going to get to once we have reached the cap that our experience will allow us to train. Really should have noticed that before now, but well, we'll be able to ultimately get these Necromancers about a third of the way to level 3, and having 2 of these researching spells while Balkoth goes about destroying all of Urak isn't bad at all. Meanwhile, our warrior Bakun has managed to impart all the experience he can already.
Death by fire.
As for the Fire Lord Doran,
We welcome all who wish to learn our craft, but they must be willing to endure the cruelty of their teachers.
Doran has a little bit more work to do, and this will bring the Dark Javelin Troopers to level 2, which is a big upgrade. It not only makes them that much more deadly, it also makes them that much more likely to survive being attacked, because their attack and their armour, not that great. As for the Assassin, that will be a unit that can be hired at almost halfway to level 3. Pretty impressive. Once we have all the training done, we're going to wait for some followers, and then we are going to recruit an army. And once we've recruited that army, we're going to think about our very first conquest. We may decide to take this gold mine, because that gold mine is a pretty lucrative target, and there's also a cave here. We could actually use this imp to check the level of the cave. The cave is level 5. We may lose a few units if we do that. As for this gold mine, that's also level 5, and we've also noticed that there is a marauding party here. That is unfortunate. As for who our first target will be, also there is a cave over here, might as well check what level this is as well. This is level 4, we could probably take out that marauding group. As for the faction we're going to attack first, we need to look at the strength of our various opponents. Order is very powerful, Life is exceptionally powerful, Earth is more powerful than us, and so is Chaos, which leaves only one. Water. Water are actually a little bit weaker than we are, but how are we going to get to water quickly? The answer is that we're going to use boats. Now, I did not use boats the entire time I was Lord Bradigan, fighting as Order against Death, and boats are pretty interesting. If we go to the
Countless have died to become
Barracks,
a marauder, and countless will continue to try.
they don't require followers, but they do require ale and gold for upkeep. With slaves to pull the oars when the wind leaves them becalmed, these dark elven vessels move inexorably through water. Well armed and armoured, they exist for one reason: to extend the claw of death toward fresh, unsullied shores. Each ship can carry 1 lord or champion and 3 units, so we can either get all of them over in one go with 3 boats, or we can take 3 journeys and use 1. I'll think about that. For now, we're going to end the turn because nothing is going on here or in the Realm of Fire. In the Realm of Fire, we have 2 wizards. Here, when there's only a level 1 tower, we may think about upgrading that to level 2. Also, I just heard the sound of Marauders moving, but I don't know where they went. Ooh! They're over here, giving chase to our bat. Well, that's okay. The bat is just going to fly away and continue to explore. Meanwhile, we have followers. Now, we could already get a few units I want.
Countless have
Mainly,
died to become
the
one
Dark
marauder,
Horseman.
and countless will continue to try.
Riding as heralds of death in the night, these dark elves are eager to use their weapons in open war. Fleet of hand and on foot, and clad in strong elven mail, They are not adversaries to be trifled with. Now, some people would think that I would make an army composing entirely of dark javelin throwers, but you always need a small melee backbone, and this is where that backbone will be. It will be in the form of these dark horsemen. They're actually not that expensive to recruit, so let's get them.
How our weapons are sharp and ready.
Marvelous. You get to go over here.
Are merely dabblers in the ways of magic until they are ready to learn at the feet of a dark elf mage of death.
Sorry, I do just like that. I do like that voice line quite a bit. They're going to join with Balkoth and compose the fast-hitting mounted portion of the army.
We welcome all who wish
And you've
to
actually
learn our
finished here,
craft,
so
but they must be willing to endure the cruelty
we
of their
could
teachers.
recruit some. We have 3. We could recruit some javelin throwers.
We welcome all
Now,
who wish to
we
learn our
could
craft,
recruit
but they must
definitely
be willing to
3 of
endure
them.
the cruelty of
So
their teachers.
let's get those 3. We've run out of gold.
I raise my spear to the master of death.
And get them over here with Doran, because we are done with training. So you get to go over there, and that means you can then rejoin up with Balkoth. Marvelous.
All are merely dabblers in the ways
Now,
of magic
let's sort this
until
out.
they are ready to learn at the
There,
feet
there,
of
there.
a dark elf mage of death.
Yeah, that seems pretty good. All of these javelin throwers here, and we need 2 more. We also need to get 2 mages. Now they're going to just need some crystals to recruit these, and that will be a couple of turns. So, let us wait. And also make sure that there's nothing going on over here. There's nothing going on over here. There is that statue that we should think about taking at some point.
My knife is
We should
rested in its
also
scabbard.
assign
It's been
these
too long.
people for now, because we don't have the resources yet to upgrade this, so we might as well just keep them there. Let's end the turn. We have plus 16, plus 20, and plus 28. That is very impressive for this early. Well, I say this early, we're on turn 56 here, and I think those Marauders are still giving chase. They are really intent on having at thee with the bat. Well, we're just going to keep flying away for as long as we can. Also, some people are going to move. Who was moving there? Not you. Oh! Briago. I forgot about Briago. Let's have you keep moving south so that you can get closer to... Ooh. Marauding party there. Want to stay away from you. Not much we can do here right now, so we will end the turn. Skips 2 factions already. That's Earth moving. Chaos doing nothing. Water doing nothing. And there are those Marauders. I doubt the Marauders by my rogue champion are doing anything. Note that I use Thief and Rogue interchangeably. They're kind of the same thing in this game. Right. We want to be careful. We also want to note that, as Death, it has been confirmed your diplomatic status with all factions deteriorates over time just because you are Death. So, Earth trusted us to start with, we're on turn 58, and they already have aversion. Eventually, they're all going to hate us, so it was a good thing that we were very quick with getting Fire to swear fealty to us. Getting closer to Chaos's domain. Going to wait another turn. We're getting pretty close to getting those final units. The Lord of Earth has taken a gold mine under your control. That's probably one that was close to... Ooh, that's a lot of movement. One that was close to Earth's holdings. Now I'm just going to check around here. Nothing here. And over here... Nope, no one there. We're just going to... Ooh, there are some hounds. We need to watch out for those hounds.
I'm hungry. Let's eat.
Maybe later. For now, we're just going to have you head south into the Lands of Chaos. And there is the Chaos Great Temple. It is being held by a legendary creature. Water do not have a unit in their temple.
What do you want?
What I want to do right now is I want to unassign a few people so that we can potentially
We welcome all who wish to
some
learn
more
our
dark.
craft,
We
but they must be
cannot
willing
yet.
to endure the cruelty
We
of their
could
teachers.
if we traded some ale for gold, though. So let's do that.
Be sure to take advantage of our lifetime guarantee. It's good up to 30 days.
That should be sufficient. It may seem like a bad trade, but I really want these units right now.
We welcome all who wish to learn our craft, but they must
There
be
we
willing
go.
to endure the cruelty of
Ready?
You go over there, and we will be ready to, we also need 2 more mages at some point. We can,
What do you want?
unassign 2 more people and get that done. I'd much rather get that done right now.
You're at it. All are
So,
merely
Necromancers, we don't have enough crystals.
What do you want?
Assign them back for now. A couple more turns and we'll get that done. Let's end a turn, speaking of which, and note that Order did a tiny bit of movement there, not a huge amount. The next thing we want to save up for is a boat or 2. Shouldn't take too long considering the amount of things that we have.
Strength and
All are
And there
merely
we go.
dabblers
We have
in
a
the ways
full
of magic.
army. We're going to save here. We're going to save here because we actually want to think about claiming this gold mine. It's level 5. I'm not keen on taking out that gold mine with this army, but we should probably give it a try. Besides, we don't need Balkoth here right now. And this is when we get we did not move any of our scouts, did we? No, we did not. That was a little foolish. I'm surprised the bat is still alive. The bat is still alive. Good. Let's, not you, not you, not you, not you, or you, or you. You! There we go. Head north. They already have that village. That's to be expected. We're getting very close to their holdings now. Ah, there is Giles. We want to get away from Giles because Giles is probably going to take exception to us being here. Replace probably with definitely. Now we're going to save again, just in case this goes horribly wrong. It may go horribly wrong. Legend holds that the veins of this mine will never run out of gold, though now a band of nomadic Amazonians has put an end to all mining operations. We have a much bigger army than we once did. We have a full complement. As for who we're up against, this actually isn't the most fearsome army. There is a level 5 Amazon warrior. There's a water elemental, that's potentially a problem. There are wolves, a couple of brownies, and some centaur hunters. The brownies are not bad. It's the water elemental and the wolves I'm worried about. The water elemental has 15 attack, admittedly only 5 armor, and the wolves are wolves. Now, you're all there. What I really want right now is I want to do a little bit of shuffling about. So you move over there, and they're not going to attack, which is good. I want my cavalry to go over
On my way.
here because they're very fast. The cavalry can cover a lot of ground and can move to attack whenever. It's this huge contingent of ranged units that I want to be the main target.
Out of my way.
I think lots of people are going to get out of your way, Balkoth. Do not worry.
Out of
I want you to go to the front. I want
by
Doran to
spreading
also be
the
at the front.
fire.
And you're going to... No, you're not actually going to launch a
The living will
ranged
tremble.
attack.
Shall oppose me.
Not yet, anyway. They're doing some shuffling. Of all the units I'm worried about, it is, you're actually quite dangerous, so I'm actually going to cast Curse on you, which will then get you moving. And soon you're going to see the strength of the Dark Javelin throwers. The sheer amount of spears they're going to be unleashing. It is quite substantial.
Sword.
And as they move forward, we're going to have our mounted units come into attack. Now you're gone, and you're gone as well. And with that, we absolutely destroyed them. Do you wish to cast any spells? No. And we gained the Ring of Entanglement as well as 9 spoils. Awesome. 5 gold per turn. This calls
We welcome all
for
who
a bat.
wish to learn our craft, but they must be willing to endure the cruelty of their
Marvelous.
teachers.
That went phenomenally well. Now let's look at that ring, shall we? All thieves covet this ring, which imparts +1 armor, +2 dexterity, and +4 movement, plus the ability to cast Entanglement 3 times per day. We've seen this before. It's a good ring. It's going to Doran. And we're not done.
Your act is mine.
We have another cave we can clear here. And we'll do that next turn. For now, we'll end this turn. The Order units are on the move. Don't know how many, but that was a lot of movement. Chaos are also on the move. I want you to go over there and hold this for me. I want to go over to my units here. Oh, we are being pursued. We are being
I'm
pursued.
hungry. Let's eat.
You should... Oh, we are definitely being pursued. And there is, Valdorna, who is a warrior lord. What level are you, Valdorna? Oh, I may have entered into combat.
Dinner yet?
Let's stealth and, let's flee. That was a bit of a mistake. Fortunately, your army's tiny. Level 5, level 7, level 5. You really don't have many units. I don't know why. The armies actually had more units on easy than they do in medium. Also, we have been spotted, and now we have not been spotted. They are beelining towards us whenever we are spotted. 10 and 3, 21 and 7. That attack is absurd. That cost me 1 resource apiece, but well. Let's
Dinner yet?
let's keep going. Well, there's a lesson for you. You can't enter into diplomacy if you are stealthed. It makes sense because you are being sneaky. Now, there is a cord. We want to very quickly move away from a cord because it's a cord, and a cord is going to be a thorn in our side for quite a while.
What is it?
Now, Balkoth and this cave. This cave is level 4. This should, in theory, be easier than what we just did. Now, Balkoth is there. We have Doran's forces there. And they are there. Right, we want to
Born to kill,
move you
the living
back.
will tremble.
I shall spread
Move
pain
you
like death by
to
fire.
here.
Inferno coming.
And are they moving? Well, we're attacking, so they're definitely going to be moving forward eventually. Here they come.
What is it?
Again, we have a warrior here we want to deal with. Now, are they going to get close? The answer is not especially, because again, Dark Javelin Thrower's pretty good. Plays pretty good with fantastically good. And you have a few, yep, just 1 more left. And we have destroyed them. But that's not all. Also, we gained the Ring of Arcana, but there is more yet to be done. So let us move to the next area. This makes, oddly enough, this area a little bit more difficult than the level 5 place because there are 2 sets of enemies. And we have that ring. What's that ring do? Any mage may cast spell magic 3 times per day, gain 25% resistance to elemental magic and 33% resistance to arcane magic. Life mages also gain +2 armor and 3 mana. That seems like a pretty good ring. I feel like we should equip that. Ring of Arcana, it's a spell. I don't remember what it does, but we'll use it at some point, I'm sure. We'll use the stats, even if we're not using the power of that ring. There's going to be a lot of experience to gain here. I was thinking of moving this army over to here in the arrangement of... have we moved everyone? Is there someone we're missing?
Through the dark
Hello.
temple, then, patrolling.
I need you to move.
Ride on.
Are you going to move? You appear to be
Our
stuck.
weapons are sharp
That-
and ready.
What is it?
There we go. Okay, so, that worked. And the music again has disappeared, revealing another army that is not going to last very long at all. Oh, this army. This army is,
None shall
not
oppose
long
me.
for this world. Because we are...
Keep it quick.
ideally want to move units like so.
The living will tremble.
You going to... oh, you're going to attack immediately. Okay. You're going to attack immediately. Now, we're luring people over to here with our horsemen, so we should just attack. Have at thee! I'd ideally want to not lose one of these units, but we're doing quite... oh, where are you? I'd like you to move, please. Go! Took a little bit more damage than I would have liked, however... oh, you're still left. Okay, let's take care of you, shall we? You have a few bows. We have javelins. Javelins galore! Yeah, they're not going to last very long here. They're not going to last long. Got the idea for this setup because this is typically the setup that the AI Balkoth uses, so I presumed it was pretty powerful. Do you want to cast these spells? No! We gained spoils, and that's all we gained. We're also quite badly hurt, but we can always heal in the
My knife is restive in its
capital.
scabbard.
Actually, what
Tis
we're going
been
to
too
do
long since I
is
killed.
unassign these people, because we now have
All are merely dabblers
the
in
crystals
ways of magic
to hire these two.
until they are ready to learn at the feet
Go over there.
of dark elf.
What
You
spells
go
keep-
here.
Scorn
Now I want you to do a bit of exploring. You just, scout about, see what you can find.
What is it?
And when we come back, folks, we are starting to clear some higher level structures and gain some experience for this army. Once this army's gained a little bit of know-how in fighting, and we've accumulated some more gold and ale, we will get some boats ready. And the boats will be used to ferry Balkoth and his forces south to the realm of... oh. Well, you've took that great temple, which is interesting, but water did not swear fealty to you, which I'm happy for, because that means that Life haven't gotten even more powerful. If Life had claimed water as a permanent ally, that would have made my efforts so much more challenging. It would have limited who I could strike at. Because we're going to deal with water, and then we're probably going to deal with earth. Also, need to make sure that I have moved all of my scouts.
I'm hungry. Let's eat.
Moved you, and moved you. Good, excellent. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.